Hello. So today we are reading chapter 6 of Magic Tree House, Dinosaurs Before Dark. And on chapter 6, we have Let's Find Out. Ooh, Dinosaur Valley. It begins on page 33. So right where chapter 5 ends, the very next page is the beginning of the next chapter, Dinosaur Valley, page 33. See, here we are. Oh, a valley is an area of land that is between the mountains. So the mountains are up high, and then the mountain goes down and then dips back up again. That part down in the low part is called the valley. We live in a valley, the San Joaquin Valley, also called the Central Valley. Chapter 6. Annie, look at this, Jack called. Look what I found. Do you remember what he found? The medallion, right? Annie had gone up to the hilltop. She was busy picking a flower from the magnolia tree. Annie, look, a medallion. But Annie wasn't paying attention to Jack. She was staring at something on the other side of the hill. Oh, wow, she said. Annie! Clutching her magnolia flower, she took off down the hill. Annie, come back, Jack shouted. But Annie had disappeared. She is just terrible at listening to directions. I'm going to kill her, Jack muttered. He stuffed the gold medallion into his jeans pocket. Then he heard Annie shriek. Annie? Jack heard another sound as well, a deep, bellowing sound like a tuba. That's an instrument that's really deep and loud. Jack, come here, Annie called. Annie! Jack grabbed his backpack and raced up the hill. When he got to the top, he gasped. The valley below was filled with nests, big nests made out of mud, and the nests were filled with tiny dinosaurs. Aww. Let's see, there's Jack at the top of the hill, and I don't see Annie in this picture, but I can see the nests. Some of the eggs have hatched. Some have not yet hatched. Ooh, how exciting. Annie was crouching next to one of the nests, and standing over her was a gigantic duck-billed dinosaur. Don't panic. Don't move, said Jack. He stepped slowly down the hill toward Annie. Duck-billed dinosaur, that a bill is like the mouth or the beak of a duck, so it's flat and kind of longish. So the duck-billed dinosaur has a flat and kind of longish mouth shaped like almost like a duck's mouth. The huge dinosaur was towering above Annie, waving her arms, making her tuba sound. Woo! Woo! Jack stopped. He didn't want to get too close. He knelt on the ground. Okay, move toward me, slowly, he said. Annie started to stand up. Don't stand, crawl, said Jack. Clutching her flower, still holding onto her flower, Annie crawled toward Jack. The duck-billed dinosaur followed her, still bellowing. Annie froze. Keep going, Jack said softly. Annie started crawling again. Jack inched farther down the hill until he was just an arm's distance from Annie. He reached out and grabbed her hand. He pulled Annie toward him. Stay down, he said. He crouched next to her. Bow your head. Pretend to chew. Chew? Yes, I read that's what you do if a mean dog comes at you. She's no dog, Jack, said Annie. Just chew, said Jack. Jack and Annie both bowed their heads down and pretended to chew. I'm not a threat. Don't worry, dinosaur. I'm just here chewing my grass. Don't you worry about me, right? That's what they're trying to pretend. Soon the dinosaur grew quiet. Jack raised his head. I don't think she's mad anymore, he said. Thanks, Jack, for saving me, said Annie. You have to use your brain, said Jack. You can't just go running to a nest of babies. There's always a mother nearby. Annie stood up. Annie! Too late. Annie held out her magnolia flower to the dinosaur. I'm sorry I made you worry about your babies, she said. The dinosaur moved closer to Annie. She grabbed the flower from her. She reached for another. No more, said Annie. The dinosaur let out a sad tuba sound. Woo! But there are more flowers up there, Annie said. She pointed to the top of the hill. I'll get you some. Annie hurried up the hill. The dinosaur waddled after her. Jack quickly examined the babies. Some were crawling out of their nests. Where were the other mothers? Jack took out the dinosaur book. He flipped through the pages. He found a picture of some duck-billed dinosaurs. He read the caption. Remember, the caption is a bunch of words that tell about a picture. And it said, the Anatosauruses lived in colonies, that's groups. While a few mothers babysat the nests, others hunted for food. So there must be other mothers close by. Hey, Jack, Annie called. Jack looked up. Annie was at the top of the hill, feeding magnolia flowers to the giant Anatosauruses. Oh, Anatosaurus, there was only one. She's nice too, Jack, Annie said. But suddenly, the Anatosaurus made her terrible tuba sound. Woo! Annie crouched down and started to pretend to chew. The dinosaur ran down the hill. She seemed afraid of something. Jack put the book down on top of his backpack. He hurried up to Annie. Okay, here's it, I think. No, there's still more. So let me show you the picture first. So here's Annie crouched down, pretending to chew. There's the Anatosaurus running off down the hill. And here comes Jack to the rescue again. I wonder why she ran away, said Annie. We were starting to be friends. Jack looked around. What he saw in the distance almost made him throw up. An enormous, ugly monster was coming across the grass. He was walking on two big legs and swinging a long, thick tail, and he had two dangling tiny arms. He had a huge head, and his jaws were wide open. Even from far away, Jack could see his long, shining teeth. Tyrannosaurus Rex, whispered Jack. All right, that's the end of chapter 6. Okay, so today in class, we talked about the solution to a problem. We talked about telling the parts of the story on our hand, the characters, that's who the story's about, the setting, that's where the story's at, the problem, that's the part that goes, oh no, and the solution. The solution is the part that goes, oh, we fixed the problem. And then we have the beginning, the middle, and the end called the events. Today, I want you to talk about the solution to the problem. So the problem in chapter 6 is Tyrannosaurus Rex is coming. And I want you to I want you to write one sentence or two sentences to tell how do you think Jack and Annie should solve the problem.